Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Four Pillars series. Today we're going to be covering aerial redirects. In the previous episode, I basically just went over the most fundamental, not only like knowledge to be able to set up your first aerials and kind of some like tidbit information to accelerate the process of getting used to it and um, making less mistakes. But in this episode, I wanted to cover like actually using aerials outside of just your own setup. So, aka passes. If it pinches and bounces off the wall and you have the opportunity to put a shot in, I'm going to highly recommend this training pack. I just spent like 15 minutes or so going through some of these shots and trying to find some of the like different packs. This is the one that I found to be like the best kind of overall for just about anybody. Um, because the setups in this pack are made in such a way that not only is there like some faster shots, there's some slower shots. Um, a lot of them are uh, more basic shots, more basic redirects to put in the net, but also like if you want to take it to the next level, when you get really comfortable with these redirects, and it's going to take a ton of practice and training. I always say this and I always emphasize it, right? Um, you can start like dialing in, and then you're starting to work out all the kinks of your car movement in the air, um, using less boost, getting there as fast as possible, or getting there in such a way that you can hit the ball with power and exactly how you want. And that kind of leads into accuracy, which is probably like the highest level of this game is how well can you do a shot? Can you just put it in? Can you get it close? Can you put the shot in consistently and get really used to doing it? Can you do it with power now? Okay, but now can you put it top left, top right, top or bottom left, bottom right, middle, top middle, whatever on command and be as accurate as possible so that way any scenario where the net is being guarded, you give yourself more options to put it exactly where you want it to go to try and get past defenders. So obviously that's a journey in of itself. You're going to put hundreds, if not thousands, of hours um, into getting that skill set to where you want it to be. And shot accuracy, shooting in general, is something you should always practice, I would say. But let's get into aerial redirects, aerial shooting, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to go over some of the shots and. Oh, dang. I forget it mixes it up. So starting out, we have a little bit more of a difficult redirect. Uh, I forget that training packs are mixed up now, so they're not always exactly the same depending on the pack. But being able to get your car where you want it to be before the ball gets like close, or being able to get the height that you want while not just wasting boost, using though I forget that goalpost thing is thing now. Let's go back actually. This kind of shot goes over the fast aerial, the double jump aerial, like we were covering, right? I'm doing this with one hand currently. A little bit more difficult, but being able to put the shot where you want it exactly, like I said. So we're putting it like left side. We're putting it top right if I can. Aha. I can still do it one-handed. It's way more difficult. But, um, right. Ooh. This helps you get better at like knowing how fast, slow you need to be for a shot, what height you need to be at, where you're trying to hit the ball. Um, some small things about like hitting it with power is just boosting through the touch. If you get to the ball and I let go of boost, let's say, or actually, let's go back to this one. I let go of boost. There's still going to be power if you hit it in the direction that it's already going. So if I hit it to the left, right, it's still going to have power. But if I try hitting it a little bit off course, where I'm a bit more like that, notice how much more that slows down. Um, hitting the ball as best as you can in the exact center will give you the most optimal consistency, let's say, with both power and accuracy. You want to boost through the ball, like I said, and then a small thing that actually does work every now and then, depending on the shot, is having your car tilted back, and then as you are um, hitting the ball, turning your car into it, right? So tilt it back and then tilt it down. What this does is when you hit the ball, your car will pop back a little bit just from the force that the ball is exerting on your car. So by kind of tilting back, as long as you're not hitting it with your tires like I just did there, you'll your car will end up equaling out that force that the ball puts on the car. So by tilting back and then tilting in, you're putting an equal and opposite force. That's a common phrase you guys have probably heard by now. Um, you get that equal and opposite force. So instead of your car popping back, it actually kind of just stays in the middle by the time you flip forward and make the ball. And that makes it to where when you make contact, it's going exactly straight from whatever angle you're trying to achieve. Um, Now, obviously, adjusting your car and learning where you need to hit the ball, exactly when and how, all the things is a bit, like I said, it takes a long time to get it down. Explore with this pack and really get comfortable. Like I said, at first, just try and work on getting up to the ball. Jeez. I'm trying to do this with one hand, and it's actually a lot more difficult. Some of these shots are a lot more difficult than, yeah, I can't even do this one-handed. Um, some of these shots are even hard for me, right? So if you can do like some of these crazier shots, um, you're off to a good start. Obviously, I need to practice these more myself, but dang, I thought I hit that. Man, apparently I suck. Um, some of these shots are difficult for me, as you just saw. I'll, be completely upfront, and I won't edit this out or anything. Um, Nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing, literally at all. Some of these shots are pretty difficult, right? And that's a good thing, because as I mentioned in the previous episode, This whole game, everything about improving in this game is pushing your limits. What is difficult for you right this moment? Do more of that. And if you sit down, invest the time into practicing those difficult things, and do your best to try not to forget about practicing the things that are easy for you too, you'll excel through the ranks like nobody's business. And I want to preface this again by saying it again. If you find any of these shots difficult, right, and you've been practicing dribbling for the last couple 100 hours, and then all of a sudden you start practicing this for the next couple 100 hours, and you completely forget about dribbling, your dribbling skills will deteriorate. So go into free play. Um, change mode. There it is. Go into free play. Do some dribbling. Get your cuts in. Get your pops. Remember how to use your boost. All the things. Get used to it again. Practice your flicks some more. And your follow-ups. Like whatever. Take 3 to 5 minutes doing the things that are easy for you. All of the things. So that's dribbling. That's, hitting the ball with power. We just went over aerials. So doing some of your basic aerial stuff. Right? Whatever it is. And then go practice the things that are difficult for you for, an hour, 30 minutes. Practice it longer is the main thing. If you can only put in 15 minutes, put 2/3 of your time into practicing the more difficult things, put 1/3 of the time into practicing the things that you find to be easy in order to keep them at the level that you left them on before you moved on, right? I don't have any other like big talking points. I don't have much else to really cover. I just wanted to do all these things to show you like how you can practice and a training pack that will develop your aerial skills. Like I said, don't forget your basics, accuracy, power, consistency, all the things. Yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys have any, big questions, something's really stumping you mechanically or whatever, let me know. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And yeah, take it easy, guys. See you in the next episode. Peace.